with another episode. Welcome back to the addtaxpod podcast, where we encourage everybody to know their worth and then add tax. Okay, so let's just get right into it, shall we?
Yup, let's get into it. What are we going to be talking about today, Jazz?
Oh my gosh, let's start with telling everyone about one of our many side quests in Cabo.
Yeah. Where do we start? Go ahead, start it.
Oh my gosh, let's talk about our ATV riding experience.
Oh, that was so much fun.
Because that was crazy.
That was insane.
Yeah.
Like there was multiple times where I almost flew off. Like, I literally almost flew off.
Oh my gosh.
Because it takes a lot of work in the thumb area and in the arm area more than I expected.
Yeah.
Like, that's a literal, like, vehicle.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, because there was a lot of, the levers.
Yeah, you have to be aware, like, how like much you're squeezing it.
Yeah,
it was a
it's
lot.
The brake and the gas, and it was just like, at first, I was a little nervous at first. I'm not gonna lie, and and they told me to pull off, and I lurched forward. Yeah. And whenever we were doing the practice round, it was very trying to get used to not going too fast to where I hit the person in front of me.
Yeah.
Or not braking too hard or just going too slow. And then they told me that I need to speed up. And so I had to. You told me that too. Yeah, I had to lock in. Yeah. So then I was like, okay, let me just act like it's a video game and get into that mindset. Yeah. Have you ever been to an arcade that has Mario Kart? Yeah. Where you sit in the seat and it has the wheel? I had to think about that. And because going around those bends, because we were in the desert.
Yeah, that's so sand. It's slick if you get too fast.
Yep.
There was one point where, because I had, like you said, I had to literally lock in. At first, I tried to, sit up real nice and pretty. Yeah. And I was like, wait a second, I'm not doing what I need to do. Yeah. I'm like, I gotta deep down and get down there. And then there was one point where I almost hit you, and I went up on a sand dune, and I couldn't get down. So then one of the workers came up to me and was like, "Do you need help?" I said, "Sí, por favor." Sí. Sí.
Oh my gosh, that is.
I literally
funny.
almost smacked the hell out of you.
Oh my gosh,
I was this close,
girl. There were a couple times that I wanted to look back and see where you were, but I knew that if I did that, I'd probably fall over. Yeah, flip. And I had to gaslight myself and tell myself every time I went around the bend, I'm not gonna fall.
Because it felt like it.
Yeah, you feel, because it's just
sand. You could feel the sand moving.
Yeah, you're not buckled in or anything. No. So you're literally moving with the ATV. Yeah. And I just had to tell myself, you're not going to fall. Yeah. Just hold on and, gear it around this bend. Yeah. But once I got the hang of it and, comfortable and I locked into, video game mode, it was so much fun.
It was a lot of fun.
It was so beautiful. Seeing all the cacti. I've never seen cacti.
Yeah, not like that.
Yeah.
Not like that. Not in its natural habitat.
Exactly. Until Cabo. And then there was vultures flying in the sky.
I couldn't look up.
Oh.
I had to really lock in.
Yeah, I was taking in all the scenery, just being on the beach, seeing the vultures flying in the sky, just everything was so beautiful. And the beach, I guess it was a private beach for Cabo Adventures. So there was no people. It was just empty beach. Yeah. It was so beautiful.
It was beautiful.
So beautiful. And we met some cool people on the bus ride there. Yeah.
We made a friend group and then went out to eat with them later on. Yeah. And they were really fun.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
Remember the one guy, he wasn't listening to the instructions, so they made him get onto the back of his homies ATV. Yeah. Did you see him on the back?
I think I did.
I did, because it didn't make sense to me whenever we passed them and they were waving. I was in my head, I was like, why is he on the back? Until we got back to them and they were like, yeah, he wasn't following instructions and just kept talking and all this chit chat. And I was like, oh, that's why you were back there. Because you're hard-headed.
That is so funny.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they made the bus ride back super entertaining.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, that whole day was just
that
so
whole trip.
Much fun. Yeah.
Great day.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's a good time for us to get into our main segment.
Yes, let's do it.
So with this episode, we're going to be talking about glorifying struggle love. What is struggle love? Why is it a thing? You know?
Yeah.
For you, I guess we could start off with the question of like, what is it to you? What is struggle love?
To me, when I think of struggle love, I think of staying with a man like for his potential instead of actually assessing where he's at in life currently. So let's say he is broke and is broke and like, you know, hates his job, hates his life, but like has all these big dreams and goals and everything. Then we're dating and I'm like supporting him as he is going through all his struggles, which turn into my struggles just because we're, quote, in love, you know, quote unquote.
Yeah.
So that's what struggle love is to me, just like struggling together and like trying to build together and weathering through the storm of being destitute or something like that. Yeah. And not even destitute all the time. Sometimes it's just like the man just doesn't have his life together in multiple areas or one area. Yeah, that's what struggle love means to me whenever I think about it, is just like holding somebody down while they're trying to get their life together.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like for me, I mean, just to start it off, I feel like my question would be, is it enduring regular life shit? Or is it enduring emotional and mental abuse? And for me, I feel like the two get like meshed together in this world of struggle love. And for me, the way that I view struggle love is like a mental and emotional abuse. Like, I feel like with regular life shit, like, you know, I could come into a relationship and have all my ducks in a row. He can come into this relationship, have all his ducks in a row. And then there's a season where, you know, life just happens. Like, we might go through a period where money might be a little low, or just anything along those lines. That's just regular life shit. I feel like it's okay to go through that with your partner. But I'm not getting into no relationship where you aren't capable of doing the basics for yourself, because like you said, that's just gonna pour into me in my life.
Yeah, that's interesting, because you made me think about something. Like for me, I feel like with like the regular life shit of like, oh, we're going through a period of like not having a lot of money right now and stuff, I feel like I would still leave somebody if that happened. I'm not even kidding.
Really?
Oh yeah, I'm not even
like
kidding.
What? Like what though?
Like, because I'm like, why don't you have a big fat savings account or something?
Okay, so is it just about finances? What else would be put into
Yeah, because then I'm like, why weren't you responsible enough to plan for this, you know?
So it's just finances?
Well, no, like other stuff, but wait, what do you mean?
Okay. When I think of like sometimes maybe there could be a point in your relationship where you have to kind of like relearn your partner, because we're never going to be the same person.
Yeah.
So like especially if you're married for years and years and years, there's going to be moments where you got to learn your partner again.
Yeah.
So some things might feel a little taboo.
Yeah.
Some things might feel a little awkward or weird in a space. So like, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, I think that is just growing as people. As long as he's not like regressing, as long as it's in a progressive way, like, okay, I'm relearning you from a like you're a better person than you were last month or something like that, or last year. Because if it's like, oh, you're treating me like shit, or like you just became really mean and cold out of nowhere and now I have to relearn you or something, then that's not something that, then you can be single.
Well, I think there's another side of that, because what if there's a period in his life where he's not being mean to you, but what if his mental health is just declining just a little bit? Because what if a parent died or just something happened in life where it just put him into a sad state?
Oh yeah, that's definitely different, because but for me the key distinguisher is that it's not being taken out on me.
Okay, yeah. That's why I said, like, there's mental and emotional abuse. That's what I won't do.
Yeah. If it's a period of like grief or something like that, or like distress, like that is normal.
Yeah.
And that's to be expected. And I wouldn't leave somebody for that, like, because I wouldn't want somebody to leave me for that.
You said I'm leaving him, even if you said, why didn't he have a fat savings account?
Yeah.
He said I would still leave.
Yeah, I would very much leave. Yeah, if we're in a period of, not having a whole lot of money because of something that he did.
I'm not opposed to what you're saying, though.
Yeah, then I'm like, you should have thought about, you should, as somebody that I'm allowing into my life and my space and taking time and energy from me, like, you're not about to put that strain on me because of something that you didn't have the foresight for. Like, you should be thinking about, okay, if the country goes into a recession and I get laid off, then do I have another stream of income? You shouldn't, as I'm not dating anybody with just one stream of income.
Yeah, not in this economy.
Not a backup plan or anything. Yeah. Because, then we will run into issues where it's like, oh, we don't have enough money this month to go on vacation. Yeah. No. we should still be going on vacation. Yeah. That should not be stopping.
I can't take it. Yeah.
And it also kind of ties into something that I've dealt with in the past of like introducing somebody to a standard that you can't maintain. So if you are having me take time out of my life and my day to date you and talk to you and enter a relationship with you, then you should be able to upkeep the standard that you introduced me to. It shouldn't just fall off because we've been together for 5 years and
that's true.
And now I can. We shouldn't take a vacation this month, babe, because we just don't have it in our budget. No, you've had it in the budget the last 5 years. Keep it in the budget.
Keep it there. I'm walking. So don't switch up.
Yeah, don't switch up or I'm walking.
I'm cracking up. No, I feel that. I feel that wholeheartedly.
Yeah. I think we should take a break. Yeah.
All right, we'll be back.
We'll be right back. So why do you feel like people or women stay in struggle of relationships?
I feel like there's a big narrative within, like, especially like with social media, of like just enduring and staying 10 toes down with that person. And I'll say from my experience, like I had someone that I dated where he was very much emotionally and mentally abusive and would say that him yelling is just a form of passion.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a form of passion, and that I should endure that because we still love each other. And it's just yelling,
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is insane. It's so insane. So that's what I think about it. What about you?
Yeah, I think people stay for a couple of reasons. One, speaking from personal experience, a lot of times we get told as women from other family members and stuff like, oh, well, he's trying to build something, so you should stay with him and not leave him while he's down and all that kind of stuff. And then you kind of think in your head like, oh, well, maybe I should see this through and, you know, wait for him to come out stronger on the other side.
Yes. I feel like just to add on to that, there's a lot of times whenever we are getting to know people, and like sometimes people around us will say like, don't count him out. He has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
Potential.
I hate that.
I had to grow out of that.
Yeah.
I learned better now.
Yeah.
I'm not sticking for potential.
No. And it's those people that it's like, it's one of those situations where you have to look at like the person that's giving you that advice and look at like where they're at. And, like,
shit.
Their relationship.
Show the mirror to them.
Yeah.
You
and
got
be
a
like,
point.
if I swap places with you, like would I want
Where
your
would I
life?
be?
Yeah. Would I want your relationship, or would I want your dating patterns? And if it's somebody that's always with some bum, you know, or is always dealing with these dead end relationships and stuff, like, no. And you're trying to tell me that I need to date somebody because he has potential. Absolutely not. I think that's one of the biggest scams in dating. Is dating somebody for their potential, because it's not guaranteed that like, you know, they're going to fulfill all the things that they're telling you, or the things that you're just wanting in your head. Yeah. And also, that's a great point, because I feel like I've learned something about myself that I am really, really good at seeing the best in other people. And seeing their potential, because that's what I see in myself. So I see the best in myself, and I see my potential even when nobody else does. And I can identify in other people. So when I was younger, I would get wrapped up in trying to encourage them and push them to being, you know, a higher version of themselves that I could see that they could get to. But like, you can't force somebody to strive to be better. That's and true. To get more out of life. They have to want that for themselves. And what I learned through multiple situations is that, when you get wrapped up with somebody that, again, you're like, oh, I can see that they could do this, that, and the third. And you're like trying to speak life into them, and they're just not doing it. Like,
it's frustrating.
And I kind of internalized it of like, oh, like, why aren't they doing this? And then
how can I help bridge that gap for them?
And then I would put more energy into trying to help them be better, instead of giving that energy to myself and how can I be better? So then I would leave the relationship empty because I wasn't pouring into myself, and I was just so focused on how I could help them achieve their goals and be a better person and all this stuff. And I think that that's something that I've finally grown out of. Same. And that's why, you know, in our first episode, I mentioned that I walked away from my most recent relationship honestly feeling better. And it's because I finally implemented what I had learned in my previous relationships with not overexerting myself into trying to make somebody, you know, want to be better when they clearly didn't. And instead working on how I can be better. And like I said in that episode, like, I just outgrew that person at a very fast rate, because that was the first time in my life that I was like, I'm just gonna pour into me. All these things that, you know, I'm seeing in other people, and I'm like, oh, you could do this on the third better. Like, I'm just gonna tell myself that and see how far I can go. And it got to a point where I just outgrew that relationship ultimately. And where I could leave it and still be on an upward trajectory, because I didn't stop pouring into myself just because I was with somebody, like a man that, you know, I was giving that energy to instead. And effort. It's effort, and it's work, and it's another form of invisible labor.
Also, just to tie into this whole thing about like struggle love is like, why is it so celebrated in the Black community? We were told that it makes a relationship stronger to endure these things, but for some reason it's so heavily pushed in like media, Black media specifically, like Tyler Perry movies, and honestly like Love and Hip Hop, all of it. Like, what are healthy love shows or movies that are out right now, that's a reality show or anything along those lines that's out right now representing Black people? I can't answer that.
Neither can I. Yeah. Wow.
I literally can't answer that. And that's very, very sad.
Yeah.
I think that also ties in a lot to the whole stereotype within Black women where we don't want to be seen as the angry Black woman or, you know, there's just a lot of effed up things within the media when it's tied to toxicity and how we're viewed for ourselves and how we're viewed for, you know, our romantic relationships with each other.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Yeah. And I feel like not only in movies and TV shows, but also music as well.
Oh, yeah.
And just certain songs that are certified bangers, but like when you really pay attention to the lyrics,
it's actually fucked up.
Yeah,
it's like, actually really sick.
I'm like, wait a second, I wouldn't go that far, ma'am. Yeah. Sir.
I'm done.
Yeah, it takes a certain type of ear to be an ear and a visual lens to be able to consume those types of media, movie and TV shows and music that are glorifying struggle love.
Yeah.
And being able to enjoy it without internalizing those messages and seeing it as something to romanticize or normalize, because you can just enjoy it as somebody created this work of art and it looks great or it sounds great or it's funny or it's, you know, a dramatic movie or whatever, or it's good, you know, reality TV, instead of being like, oh, like,
let me emulate this.
Yeah, like so-and-so put up with that, so like, you know, my relationship isn't that bad. You know, or being like, oh, well, you know, she stayed with that man for 10 years while he was in prison and now he's out and like he bought her a Lamborghini, so maybe if I stay with my, you know, fucked up boyfriend,
that's not always the case. That's not always how it plans out.
Buy you a Lamborghini, sis.
Said, sorry to kill your dream.
So yeah, I think that there's just like those anomaly situations, but then again, it's also like you have to remember that not everything that you see in the media is real. These things are scripted and they're made for a reason. Like, if you've ever seen that one Boondocks episode with like BET, oh, it's so funny. It's so funny. But basically they were just like, because the Boondocks is satire, and like it was basically saying how BET like was like putting out like shows and stuff that like just made Black people, like just put Black people in a really bad light and everything. And
I can see that.
And I think at the time it was, because that came out a while ago, but at the time it was a lot more pointed. But I think that the sentiment rings true of like, there's a reason why they mass produce this type of media in the Black community. And, you know, one of the biggest perpetrators is Tyler Perry.
Yeah, not the biggest perpetrator.
And if you've seen the movie Acrimony, like that is a literally a perfect example of what we're talking about. A Black woman, you know, holding down a Black man as he's trying to build up this business and everything and investing her money into him being in college, and he doesn't have a job because he's trying to build this prototype and all this stuff, and then he cheats on her, he dumps her, and then he marries a different woman, and then that woman gets to reap all the benefits and all this stuff. But I do think it speaks to like how you can't guarantee that like holding a man down through the struggle phase
is gonna help y'all to stay together. It's not,
because a lot of times they will use you as a footstool to achieve their goals.
That's true.
And to achieve the vision that they're telling you about. Like, they just see you as a stepping stone of like, oh, okay, like she's willing to like give me money, maintain the house while I like go downstairs and work on my...
Shout out to my ex.
And work on my project or like work on this business and blah, 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 blah. But then once they actually get to that point of achieving what they've been building with you, then they will either cheat or dump you and throw you to the curb because
they got what they wanted.
They got what they wanted, and you serve as a constant reminder every day to them of where they came from.
Woo!
And a lot of men don't want to be reminded of that because it hits their ego.
Yeah.
To where they're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be reminded of when I was like struggling and had $5 in my bank account and she had to give me money. So it's kind of like they see the woman as like, oh, like, you gave me so much and like I don't really want to like give you a return on your investment, basically. So then instead of doing that, they just dump her and then go and find a woman that does not know where he came from or what he went through, because those same type of men also like objectify women.
Oh yeah,
in the
most
sense
definitely.
Of just like,
oh,
let me go get another new shiny object, because now I got millions of dollars, so let me get a woman that looks the part or looks like what I feel like I should have because I have all this wealth and success and fame or whatever it is.
I completely agree. I feel like on a more broader scale and just speaking from like a psychology aspect, that I would love for us to speak on is that since it is so pushed within media and just within like our interpersonal like circles of staying 10 toes down through the struggle with our significant other, is that a lot of these things tie a lot into like unhealed trauma. So people repeat what feels familiar, not what's healthy. And that hits so deep because I can resonate with that. Not with me inflicting the struggle, but with me feeling like if I stay, then he'll love me more. This is when I had low self-esteem. He'll either love me more or, I'll just, he'll stay. Like he'll stay. And that was never, ever, ever the case.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. It's kind of like finding a sense of value in being the person to hold him down, because when you're operating from a place of because I've been there before too, so when you're operating from a place of having that low self-esteem and not recognizing that you have more to offer to the relationship than just being an anchor for him, like you do place all that value in being the anchor of like, oh, let me hold him down, oh, let me do this, that, and the third for him, and he'll see how that I'm worth everything and how valuable I am. No, he thinks that you're stupid and that you're a fool. You're stupid.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, it's true.
It's true.
He's cackling behind your back about it.
He's like, I can't believe I got her, that she's staying with me through all of this. Like,
this is comedic for him.
And he also probably thinks that, oh, I hit the jackpot. Yeah. She's going to stay with me as long as I keep her around. She's not leaving for anything.
Yes.
So I could do literally anything and she's going to stay. And then when I'm ready to upgrade, I'm going to dump her. And she'll never see it coming because she's not paying attention to anything that actually matters. Because if she did, she wouldn't be here right now. She wouldn't be with me while I'm asking her for half her paycheck. She wouldn't be here while she's paying all the rent and the groceries, and I just come home and,
kick my feet up.
And play
my NBA, my 2K.
Get some coochie and go to sleep. Like... So he's getting all these benefits and he's like, wow, she's so fucking stupid. Like, and she's not getting anything.
Yeah.
Because he's not pouring into her. He's pouring into his dreams and goals because she's holding him down so he can do that.
Yeah.
And then she's going to have no career, no money, no savings, no goals of her own. She's going to be building from scratch while he's skyrocketing because she was his launch pad. So... That's the tea.
Yeah. Come on. You read them to filth. Read them to filth.
Listen.
I think that's a good time for us to start our break, though. For us to go into a break, and then we'll start wrapping this up.
Perfect.
All right. We'll be back. All right. We're back.
I think that one of the key points of this episode is that having standards isn't selfish.
Yep.
It's self-love. and
it's
setting
okay.
standards isn't bougie.
It's really not. I've been told that before.
That's
that
why.
me having standards and boundaries is like I shouldn't, because I'm not
bougie?
the prize, and it's bougie of me. Yeah.
What?
People are sick.
Yeah.
People are sick.
That's actually a really crazy statement.
People are
I'd be like,
sick.
well, I'm done talking to you.
Well, this can be a whole nother episode, but I mean, it just ties into how, like, people who make statements like that are the ones that are trying to humble you, but it's just a reflection of how they're feeling inside, because they don't feel like they're up to par.
Ooh, yeah. Period.
But yeah, that could be another episode.
Yeah,
but just to go back into our topic,
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to compromise your standard or quality of living just for a relationship that you know is not fully serving you and it's not fruitful for you long term.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I think it's okay to decline to date somebody because of where they're at in life. Like,
oh yeah, she's told me this before.
Oh yeah.
She's checked me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm like, no, don't date him, because I'm like, it's not aligning with what you say you want in a partner. So I'm like, you're literally like going against what you want if you date this man. Because he's not it. He doesn't have his life together. He's struggling with this, that, and the third. And he should probably be single and work on getting his stuff together.
Yeah, wait.
Instead of explaining to you how he's going to be getting his stuff together.
Yeah.
You know? I'm like, that's not attractive.
At all.
That's very much a turn off.
And you can grow with someone without having to raise them.
Yeah.
So make sure whenever you get into like dating and just vetting, like going through the vetting process, they need to have their shit together before you come into play, and vice versa. Like, don't nobody want to be out here raising each other. Yeah, I agree. And I think as long as, like, you make a great point about growing together, I think as long as they have a growth mindset. Yes. And they're open to growing, because it's a way that you approach life, right? And how you approach yourself as, like, I'm always growing, I'm always learning, like, I'm always evolving. And if they don't have that mindset, then, like, yeah, you very much will be stuck in a relationship, in a place where you will be raising that person and trying to hold their hand through growth that they clearly don't want to do, because if they did, they would be doing it on their own. That's true. Without you having to, like, tell them to do it, or hold their hand through it. Yeah, because if that relationship requires you to lose yourself, honey, that is survival. Yeah, like, it is. That is not love. That's not true love. It's not. It's not. It's really not. Did you say this earlier? I forget how healthy love looks like. It's like, it looks boring to people who are addicted to chaos. I don't know. If you, we've talked a lot. I know. Well, just to say it again, if so, because I've been there, you know? Yeah. And just not being on a roller coaster of someone else's life and being like, oh, they're so boring. Yeah. Because they don't have some dramatic event going on every single week, when in reality, boring isn't even boring. It's just healthy. It's healthy. Yeah, it's healthy. And when you haven't had that, like, it does feel weird at first, but you have to allow yourself to settle into it and not just be like, oh, rejecting a man because he's not giving you that. Because what is it? It's not dopamine. Is it adrenaline? It's that push and pull type of thing. Like, they'll flood you with all the love and care and everything that you want, but then they'll pull it away and then give it back. Yeah. And they'll pull it away. But it just takes your... I know what you're trying to say. Yeah. It takes you on this whole roller coaster ride, and your mind gets so used to that, and it attributes it to, oh, this is love. So if it doesn't look like this or feel like this in any of my relationships, then it's like, I can't be comfortable here. Yes. Because that's not what your baseline is at. Yeah. Yes. Oh, you literally are explaining it. Because I had this whole revelation like some months ago, and I was like, wait,
like, I'm really uncomfortable right now because things are calm. And I had to, like, I was talking to my therapist and I was just like, I have to find a way to, like, become comfortable.
Wow.
And, like, you know, persevere through the initial uncomfortability.
Yeah.
Because on the other side of that is, you know, me finally being open and receptive to healthy relationships.
Yeah.
Because if not, I wasn't going to, one, energetically be attracting them. And then two, whenever they did come my way, just like, you know, not wanting to be in it because it didn't feel comfortable.
Yeah.
So
I resonate with that too.
At the end of the day, there's so much more to life than a relationship. Yes. And it's really not worth compromising
at all
and investing more into somebody else than yourself.
Yep.
Honestly, I feel like that just kind of encapsulates everything that we were talking about today.
Yeah.
Focus on yourself and you can never go wrong.
Yeah.
Honestly.
We hope that you were able to receive and pull some tips from this episode and to apply that to how you are with dating and just people in general in your space.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And let us know. What are you guys' thoughts? Comment down below.
Tell us in the comments.
Yep. Comment down below. Send us an email, whatever. But yeah, we'd love to hear from you guys because I feel like this is a very layered subject.
Yeah.
And I'm curious because I know that we can speak for from our experience being in the Black community, but I'm also curious about
what it's like in other.
Yeah, with struggle love, if and how it's glorified in other communities.
Yeah.
So I'm so interested to hear other people's thoughts on that. So please leave us a comment.
Yes.
And make sure to like and rate our show and subscribe.
Yes.
Subscribe. And thank you guys for joining us today. This was a really good topic.
This really was. Yeah. This one felt very, very flowy.
Yeah. Okay, period. Well, tune in next time. And until then, remember to know your worth and then add tax.